we going? What are we doing?
Yeah, so today we are making the pickups and drop-offs for our retail customers for farmerswagon.org. We're on our way to Figs Ordinary, and we've got one order to pick up there. And it's going to be good to see Ingrid and the team at Figs. They were actually our first vendor to say yes when we got started on the 20th. Like a lot of folks, we weren't sure what was going to go on. I remember wandering down High Street here and getting to Fountain Park, where the Chestertown Farmers Market was at the time, and calling Ingrid. She was kind of the sounding board for the test balloon of all of this. And I just said, look, I'm thinking of putting together an online farmers market. My whole feeling was the farmers market and what it represents is not just access to food, but also access to commerce on a small level. And so it was really a needed entity of the town, or has been and will be, on both sides of that folding table. So I wanted to reach out. I have a pretty decent relationship with Ingrid in the time that my wife and I have been here. Mm-hmm. And so figured she was going to be in the same boat that a lot of folks were, and she was on board. Whatever you need since day one, so it's been fantastic. It'll be good to see her. I think I've only made one pickup with Ingrid since they've been online, and we've been doing this for about 6 weeks now. So it'll be good to see her again. Saturdays are our retail day. We will do all the pickups and drop off same day. We don't do sort of multi-volunteer fulfillment, meaning I would pick up and then hand it off to one of our other volunteers and they would make the delivery, just because one of the things that we've tried to focus on at farmerswagon.org is a one-to-one relationship. We're actually going to the vendors. You'll be seeing that today, picking up from the vendor specifically. The only commingling we'll have is any other deliveries or orders on the same route today. So, and then we'll make that same drop off to whoever placed the order.
Okay.
Cool. I'll be right back. What we found is, in a lot of cases, the folks that we're serving on the retail side, they're going to be folks that are maybe late 50s, mid 60s. We do have some senior citizens that they're not completing the purchase online themselves. But one of the great things that has allowed us, I guess, to offer some connectivity between families during all of this, we have a lot of kids or grandkids that are placing orders for their grandparents or mom and dad, and that live outside of the county.
Okay.
So we've received a few orders from Pennsylvania as far as billing address, and then we'll have it delivered somewhere here in the county. And in one case, it was my grandfather lives in Rock Hall. He's in his 80s. He doesn't really get around well on a good day. And now that we have this, just him leaving the house is really high risk. So we were able to serve him with our contact-free service. And he was able to not only get groceries, but also support local business as well. What we're going to transition into starting Monday, June 1st, is we're going to take on the Feed the Elderly initiative. So I think just to keep things as streamlined as possible, Kent County Public Schools, they're going to continue the meals program with the kids, and we're going to take on 200 plus senior resident households in the county. And so that'll be new for us. We've spent the better part of the past 2 weeks just preparing for that transition. And now what we've been doing at farmerswagon.org before that is we will take the little bit of profit margin that we'll receive from the retail relationship. So to explain that further, we'll ask Ingrid, for example, at Figs Ordinary, what her wholesale cost would be, and then her suggested retail price. We want to be able to give our customer the exact same experience, even down to price, that they would see if they were to go in and see Ingrid and her awesome staff. So with that little bit of margin, we take 70% of that and put it towards our own care package program. So ideally, we would love to give free deliveries, free care packages weekly, monthly. What we try to say is we're trying to do our best to do something for everybody, even if that's just a $20 credit to the store, offering somebody free delivery. As long as we have the funds, we'll do whatever we can. Now, starting in June, we will have Thursday care package deliveries that'll be commingled with also our Feed the Elderly initiative bags, and then we'll just move all of our retail to just Saturday.
I see.
Yep.
Right.
All right.
Cool.
So we're going to go in now and see Kathy at the Guernsey Depot. But the volunteers that we have, they're coming from all walks of life and background. And that's the other really amazing thing about this community coming together for the pandemic, is you've got bakers and teachers and accountants, that everyone has had their regular life shifted by this. And it would be very easy for us to just stay indoors and binge Tiger King on Netflix. but more often than not, we've gotten emails or phone calls. How can I help? What can I do? And so some of the pain points we found with some volunteers has been the technical piece. But again, just trying every week, and that goes back to the question of, what's the weekly routine like, trying to simplify this delivery app as best as we can as well.